Well, search and recovery crews right now sifting through the mud and debris left after floods devastated parts of central Texas, killing at least 120 people. The amount of destruction left in the flood's path is staggering, and officials are urging residents not to begin their own heavy-duty cleanup work over concerns of remains possibly buried underneath. Correspondent Xavier Walton is live in Hunt, Texas, with a first-hand look at what it's like on the ground there. Xavier.
Hey, Kelly, yeah, just before you came out to us, we actually saw another Coast Guard helicopter overhead. Before that, we saw a couple of Black Hawk helicopters as well. And about 5 miles that way, that's where Camp Mystic is. We also saw some more search teams going up and down. And this time, though, they've actually crossed over onto the other side. Just behind me, you see all the damage, obviously. This is something I've been here for a few days now. I didn't even notice until now. But off in the distance, and I know our shot, it's, the signal isn't great out here. But off in the distance, high up in the tree, we went down there. That's actually a mattress, and that just speaks to how high the water was. And still, it is astounding when you think about how much water was here and all of what happened. Now, earlier during a press conference, Kerrville's police chief talking about the response, not just from local, state, and federal emergency responders, but also from volunteers. Take a listen.
I don't want to say it's been a problem because we're so grateful for the amount of people who want to come to this community to help. And we've had people from all over the state and all over the country volunteer their services and say, I have a front end loader, I have a boat, I have this. Groups and individuals, but it's important that we have certified professional search teams out there right now.
And as we come back out here live, I want to show you this because we haven't seen many of these. That's a Chinook up in the air overhead right now, making its way just over Hunt, Texas. That's the thing, Kelly, since we've been out here, resources certainly have seemed to pick up. Even just a few moments ago, we watched the Nebraska Task Force 1 team get here. During that press conference, they were saying that, there are more than 10 states that have sent resources here, and there are more on the way.
Yeah, this story pulling at the heartstrings of so many. Glad to see that the help is there. Xavier, what are you hearing from residents who lived through the floods, saw the death and destruction left behind nearly 40 years ago?
Kelly, it's really kind of a mixed bag. Some people, and this one is kind of, shocking to a degree. A lot of people that I've spoken to, have survivor's guilt. Their home wasn't destroyed or damaged whatsoever because they were out of harm's way. But a lot of the people they know, unfortunately, either their home was destroyed or at the same time they know somebody that did not survive. But also you got to think about this too, all the children that didn't survive as well. Parents having to have that difficult discussion with their kids. Spoke to one woman who did survive, along with their 10-year-old on a roof throughout the flooding. Here's what she had to say.
I don't think, honestly, that it's really going to start clicking for a lot of them until they get back to school and realize who's gone, like physically gone, but right now, she finally actually today asked to, can I talk to Miss Wallace today, who's the counselor of the school?
So obviously a very delicate situation. And think about this too, Kelly. Search is still happening, still ramping up, not to mention the fact there are still more than 170 lives that are being searched for just behind us here in the Guadalupe River. And also, President Trump is expected to be here tomorrow at some point.
Yeah. All right, Xavier, thank you so much for highlighting those stories. Just a tragedy all around.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.